Pope Francis, who was respected around the world, has passed away. He endured pain and stayed with the public until his last moment, showing a life of love and devotion. Today, we will follow the Pope's last steps.
On the 21st, Pope Francis passed away. However, the last few days before his death were a time when his will, love, and spirit of sacrifice were clearly revealed. The Pope suffered from pneumonia early this year and was discharged from the hospital on the 23rd of last month, but refused the medical team's recommendation of at least 2 months of recovery and resumed external activities. On April 6, 2 weeks after his discharge, the Pope appeared unexpectedly in St. Peter's Square in the Vatican and continued his busy schedule, including meeting with King Charles III and his wife, who were visiting Rome, and making a surprise visit to the Basilica. His activities became even more active as Easter approached. On Palm Sunday on the 13th, the Pope appeared in front of a crowd of 20,000 people, again, defying the doctor's advice. And on the 17th, as he does every year, he visited a Roman prison and met with inmates. This time, due to health issues, the Pope was unable to perform the foot-washing ceremony. But he chose solidarity with the people until the end, saying, "I can do that, and I want to be with you." On Easter morning, he had a private meeting with U.S. Vice President J.JTimes, completing his last diplomatic activity, and then attended the Easter Mass in St. Peter's Square. Here, he left a short greeting, "Dear brothers and sisters, I wish you a happy Easter." These words were recorded as his last public speech. After the Mass, the Pope got into the state vehicle and personally walked around the crowd to say his final greetings. Many believers expected that his health had recovered, but the atmosphere at the scene was different. His struggling speech, his painful expression, and the way he took a deep breath while the Archbishop read his speech made everyone realize that he could no longer endure it. In one scene, an aide was caught on camera massaging the back of the Pope's neck, leading to speculation that he was having difficulty breathing. Mauro, a Roman citizen who witnessed the scene, told the BBC that there were no cries of "Long live the Pope," as usual, but there was awe at his suffering. Alberto, another citizen, recalled that his voice was hoarse, and it seemed as if he was saying his final goodbye to us. In fact, the Pope was so incapable of moving that he could barely raise his hands. But he still held the hands of babies in the crowd, touched their foreheads, and blessed them. His final wave became an eternal farewell that has remained in the memory of believers around the world.
Pope Francis was with the people until the end, not in body, but in spirit. The legacy of love and devotion he left behind will remain in our hearts for a long time.